You know, it's funny. Sometimes the biggest, most fascinating ideas are hiding in the most ordinary places. Today, we're going to take one simple, everyday word and use it to unlock a really surprising story about language and communication. Let's dive in.
So that's the big question for us today. How is that even possible? We're about to find out by pulling on this one single thread, the word industry, and just see what unravels. It's a pretty wild story. Okay, so first things first. Let's start with the word itself. Industry seems pretty straightforward, right? Well, it's actually got two very different meanings packed into it. It's almost like the word has a split personality. On the one hand, you've got the countable version, which is what we usually think of, like the tech industry or the film industry. But then there's this other uncountable side, which is all about a personal quality. You know, the idea of just working really, really hard. Let's see how that plays out.
Here we go. This is meaning number one, the clothing industry. It's a specific thing, a category of work. You could say the car industry, the food industry. You get it, simple enough.
And then there's this. This industry has absolutely nothing to do with factories or companies. It's about her work ethic, her diligence. It's a personal trait. So one word, two meanings. Seems simple, right? Well, this is where our story really begins.
All right, so here comes the twist. Because while I was looking at the simple word, this tiny, almost hidden detail popped up, and it pointed to something so much bigger.
Yeah, tucked away in the dictionary definition. I mean, it was practically a footnote, was this one little sentence. It's the kind of thing you'd normally just read right past, but it turns out it's the key to this whole thing.
This is it. This is the sentence. Industry is on the Basic English 850 list. Now, my first reaction when I saw that was probably the same as yours right now.
Exactly. What on earth is that? It sounds like some kind of exclusive club for words, doesn't it? And, well, in a way, it kind of is. This one little phrase opens up a whole new world.
850. That number is everything. And it's not random at all. It actually stands for a truly massive, kind of radical idea about how we all talk to each other.
So, Basic English, what is it? It's basically a super simplified version of the language. The whole ambitious idea was that you could express almost any thought you needed to with a tiny core vocabulary of just 850 words. It was designed to be a bridge, a tool to help people from totally different backgrounds communicate clearly.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. 850 words? That sounds too simple. But there's a really powerful logic at play here. This was never about dumbing down English. It was about building a universal bridge.
The philosophy behind it is actually pretty brilliant. You start with that core list of essential words, and yep, industry is one of them. Then, using a few simple rules, you combine those words to build clear, direct sentences. The whole point was to create this amazing tool for international understanding. You know, breaking down barriers without making people learn thousands and thousands of words.
Okay, so let's tie all of this together. We've been on quite a little journey here, and it's amazing to think it all started with just one single word.
So think about it. We started with industry, a word we all thought we knew. We pulled apart its two meanings, and then we stumbled on that weird little clue. It's membership in the exclusive B850 club. And that clue, well, it blew the whole thing wide open and led us straight to this incredible concept of basic English. And I think that's the real heart of it right there. The words we use every single day are kind of like little artifacts. They carry these hidden histories, these surprising connections, and they tell a much bigger story about how we all just try to understand each other.
So that leaves us with this final thought. If a common word like industry can hide a story this cool, what other secrets are hiding in plain sight in the words we use all the time? It really makes you want to look at language a little differently, doesn't it?